Hello viewers, welcome back to our channel Tech Proby, and in today video we will be looking into the next video where we are focusing on the UI UX on Oracle Apex. We have already created one video, you can see over here, Oracle Apex UI design, improve page design. So basically over there we have discussed about the importance of UI UX. We also understand how it works, what is the difference between UI and UX. Multiple people think that both are same, but if you want to make your application more eye catchy, more user friendly, then in that case you have to focus on UI UX, and I have given a detailed explanation on that one. You can go to this video and you can check it out. And now we are moving ahead with one more step where we will implement it. We will see how we can implement that in our application, how we can design proper design system for that one. So we will go through that one, and let's start this video. And you have if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel, because over here we are posting more, you can say, enterprise level discussion videos, development related to Oracle Apex. So please follow this channel. And so quickly I'm starting with this one. So you can see over here I have already created one which is called a design system. So you have to understand what is a design system. Design system is, you can say, a core where we set all our design related component libraries. Everything should goes over there. And like I think most of the developers, when we go to the enterprise level, especially I'm talking about Oracle Apex developers, they are more focused toward the backend. And they've talked about architecture, they talk about database, they talk about tables and everything like that one. But there should be architecture for design as well. There should be a database for design library as well. Like in React, we have libraries, but over here we also have a design system. So I will quickly take you through this one. So over here you can see we have different colors over here. So you will be thinking about why we have taken these colors over here, why it's required. So over here we have to first understand one thing is, so you can see we have this header over here. You can see this header over here. So over here, what type of color this header holds over here. So we have to distinguish our all design system into different way. You can say brand colors. So whenever we are representing our brand, or you can say company logo or something like that one, it should come under this colors schema only. And then if you are talking about typography, then it should come under this one. Likewise, we have success and warning colors. So basically, you have a success message after some summit or something like that one, and warning message as well. So it should come under this one. And also you can add more colors to this one. As of now, this is an initial phase, but it should be defined already. So if I'm a developer, I'm a junior developer, and I want to create some warning message, some success message over there. So what I can do is I can go to this section and I will directly copy that color from here. I will show you in the backend level as well, but in the front end as well I will show you. So if I inspect that one from here, we have a library already there. So you will see there is a color over here. I will pick this one. So what happens is, when most of the developers, what they do is they basically change it. Like if I click over here, they will directly go over here and they see from some Figma design, and they will see, oh, this is a green color, so just put it green, like that one. They just put it simple green, but it's a shades of green. It's not green. It should be a shades of green, multiple shades of green. So you have to find it hexa code over there. So we have preserved everything over here, you can see. So in this way, we have a library where we have a different colors and design for everything over here, outlining and icon stage colors, pending and discovery colors, information and error colors. So everything already designed over here. We have a hexa code for this one. So if I'm a senior developer, as I'm a senior developer, so if any junior come to me and ask for, sir, we are designing some page, we need the information related to the colors, I'll tell them basically go to the Figma design, and over there you will find the colors you can inspect. I will show you how to inspect that one. But if you don't find it that one, come to design system and inspect over here. You will find the color for respective hexa code over here for that one, and you can use the same over there. You don't have to write your own color by your own understanding. Take it from here only. So talking about that one, we have already defined all the colors over here which will be used in our applications. Apart from that, we won't touch any color. It will remain the same over here only. And this way we are setting a parameter. We are directing all the developers go into a same direction. Also, now we have a button section over here. You can see we have a library already created over here. So what should be the button category? So basically you can see there is a button, default button stage. Default button, there are different type of buttons, basically primarily, secondary, tertiary, disable, warning. There are multiple type of buttons. But if I asked you as a developer, if you're working on any of the application and you want to create a button, so over here what you will do is with a warning button, you will go directly create a button like that one, and you will put a color red over here. But not that it's not a red color, basically it's have a maroon or whatever color it can be. So it has a proper lining. So you can see over here, if I take a hover over here, here's a hover effect over here, and then if I click over here, it has a active state as well. So we have three state for this button created. So likewise we have hover state for this one, and then press state, then we have label over here, then we have a active state forever. So likewise we have for all of this is an enterprise level structure for any application. If you want to create a proper enterprise level application, these are the parameters you have to follow. You cannot create something out of your own mind saying that okay, it's a success message button, so let it be, make it a green. No, it should be proper coloring. Also it should be design, it already has to be defined in a design system. Also it has to be have a with all state, whether it should be active state, whether it should be hover state, whether it should be active state, disable state, and proper outlining for this one. So in this way, when we have a design system structure created over here, then I know I'm a senior developer, I know my team will follow this structure, and in entire application I know my all buttons will remain same, whether it will be warning, primary, secondary, anything, it will remain same. So when my application will go to the testing phase, so basically testing goes for the backend first, and then we have a UI testing as well. So I know the UI, in the UI testing I won't see any error related to the buttons because it's already defined over here. So they, my juniors have to just copy this one. They don't have to write their own code over there. So this way we will eliminate as much as UI issues when we centralize everything, and a senior level has a control over the components. So likewise we have a left icon. If you want to show some left icons, over here you can use this one. We have hover state, you can see. Likewise, then we have a right icons over here. Likewise we can create multiple one, but I am shown over here some of them. Then we have drop down labels over here. And if you guys want this application, basically this is a single page application I have created, only one page is over here, and I will give you this application so you can inspect, you can see how it is created, how we can create it out, for better understanding. So then moving forward from buttons to text fields. So you can see over here we have some text fields. So talking about the text field, I have seen some of the developers are using template label like optional above. Some are using optional required or optional or required field, different templates. So I can quickly go back to over here. So I will show you over here how it works. So this is a page item. I scroll over here and you will see we have a optional, above, floating, and different templates. But we have we have to put all our field into a same width and same height. It should not be like some of text fields are width of 100, some are 50, some have a height of 10, some have a height of 5. It make application not symmetric. It's not look a flawless design over here. So we have to define every text field should be same width and same length. Then we should also have a hover state for that one. You can see it's a hover state. Yeah, it shows that I'm in that field right now. And then when I'm typing, it is showing some more effect over here. You can change the effect as per your requirement, but always make sure you should have at least two or three basically three are the most important. First is a you can say initial state, then we have hover state, then we have active state, and we have a disable state. So we have to make sure we are following that standards. And likewise we have like text area over here, it is separated from text field, so it can be have a different width and height as well, so you can define it as per that one. So my main objective over here is to define you, to tell you how to create a proper design system, and then you can control your application UI properly. So moving forward with that one, yeah, so I will open this one and close this one. So we are focusing on first part over here and how to create it also. So I have created a proper documentation over here because I believe that it will be great to have a documentation ready, so you will understand it well how UI should work. I will also share with you this PDF, so basically this PPT as well, so you can go through that one. So talking about this one, global CSS versus inline CSS. So if I go to my application as of now, so you will see there are so many things over here right now, but if I go back, you will see how much CSS I have used. So if I go over here, scroll down, so you will see these are the basic one, which is basically for removing a footer and giving a this color, this header colors over here. This is a simple thing, but you won't see any color related to how many things I have created over here. You won't see over here because we made it globalized. We are using it into a static application file. I will show you how it looks like. So I will show you right away over here only. So let me make it. Yeah. So if you come to the shared component, in the shared component, you have to go to the static application file. In the static application file, you will see a button.css. So I have created a dedicated CSS file over here. I will click over here and you will see we have CSS for each and every button over here. We have a T simple buttons, then we have secondary, tertiary, focus state, we have error state over here. You can go through entire one over here. I will give you the application. Just comment down on this video, and I will share with you this particular application link, or you can also connect with us into our LinkedIn group. I will quickly show you my LinkedIn group. So over there you can be able to ask or you can DM me directly, so you can see we have a dedicated LinkedIn group. Let me show you. I think most of you are already a part of the LinkedIn group, but let me show you once again so that it's easy for you to even understand how it works. Yeah. So we have almost 973 Oracle related members over here from different technology under Oracle itself. So you can come to this free Oracle Apex training. I will give you a link of this LinkedIn group community as well in the comment or description. So you can go and click over here and join our group as well, because if you are a Oracle Apex developer or related to Oracle any technology, and over here I have shared all the new information related to how to create professional resume and different thing over here. You can go and check it out and DM me as well. I will answer you regarding this one. So talking about this one, so over here, yeah, so over here global CSS 70%. So see, I prefer always to make sure as much as CSS we can put into a global, so it will be accessible by entire application. We have a template created for that one. So in this way every developer has not to write their code into inline CSS should be remain 10%, and max it should be 30% only. 70% should goes to the global level static application file or static workspace file if we are targeting the entire workspace at once. So talking about that one goes to the next phase over here. I will quickly start a slideshow. Yeah, so over here, yeah, so this is second one, Oracle Apex UI UX design principle and front end practice. So it should be UI UX start before development. So as I already told you, if you are focusing on application backend, you should also talk about the UI UX of the application. You have to create a design system. You have to create button templates or other templates related to that one, coloring, typography, everything, a text field related, everything should be there before starting application. So then when you all developers, all your juniors are starting working on different pages, so you guide them, telling them you have to use this application page items only. So I will show you how it will basically works. So if I go over here and my developers, my juniors will ask me that we have to use the buttons, how we can use it. So we have created all the templates already. And if you go to the back end, you will see, if you scroll down, button template. So over here, basically by default, it shows text, text with icons, and one more. But if you click on this one right now, you will see different. You see how many options are. So basically, the default ones are icon, text, and text with icon, but we have added this much: error, default template, everything over here. So whenever our developers need to select or create any button, they just have to go over here, select that button, and it automatically bring you to this styling over here with all the native so all the defined classes as well, or their state as well. So this way it will make their work easy, and it will also align the application, all the pages as well. So then we going forward, component first UI design. So yeah, so component first UI design, as I already told you how to create it. When page structure and layout, so you have to make sure as a senior developer or a team member, you have to inspect every application when you're creating it. Because I'm talking about the enterprise level. So enterprise level, before that one, we have a Figma design ready. Before going into a development, 95% almost we have a wireframe, at least initial wireframe we have a ready to start with, and we have a design already created for that one. So I will show you once more, if I have a free. So if you go to the Figma design, I think, yeah, this is I have created. So this is a Figma. Basically over here Figma, we have defined everything and we can use it in our application, but I will show you some. Yeah, so this is a free environment you can see right now. Figma, you can also go and create your one. So in enterprise level, we have Figma design team. So they will give us something like this one. You can see they will. So take example right now. We have to create some dashboard like this one. So this is already been created. This is already been discussed with the higher management, and all the discussion has been already done, basically related to how it should look like. But it should also be discussed with you because you are a developer, senior developer. So they will ask you whether it will be feasible or not, or we have to eliminate some of the components. So after your final approval only it will goes. So at the time of approval, you have to go through each and every component. So you can see from the, here is the navigation menu. You can see over here there are cards over here, there are some charts over here. So are you able to create it? If you are able to create it, you can approve it. Also if you're not, you can suggest some alternative option as well. While you have already given all your approvals and application is already ready, you can see the Figma is already ready to develop now. So you have to, from when you start creating something, you have to make sure your basic components are created, your buttons are created, your text fields are created, and if some of the cards you want to, it should already created. So developer can easily import it directly from there. So likewise, so you have to follow each and every pixel of this Figma design. How should a button should look like? So yes, you can see button should look like, all the buttons are looking same. You can see all the buttons are looking same over here. Why? Because they have created a centralized level. So coming over here, then we have clear navigation and user orientation design. So all of things you can go from one by one over here. I have already explained to you. This is a proper architecture you have to follow. Keyboard navigation and accessibility. This is a one thing which is very important, because when you're creating any application, you have to make sure, you have to understand. If you go back to our last video, I have told you about that one. Most of our users are friendly with Excels. They are mostly rely on the keyboard settings like tab and enter. So if you see a person working in Excel file, they are basically using as much as tab and enter to go forward with that multiple rows and entering something like that one. But if your application is not following the same approach, it will be hard for them to even understand how it's working. So you have to follow a keyword navigation approach. Your application should move from that direction. So if I go from here, so if tab is creating or keyboard is, so by default it can be have a settings, but you have to follow this. You have to make sure your user should be happy with your application alignment. UX should be proper. Then we have Oracle APEX UI practice, CSS architecture. I already told you. Then Oracle APEX UI designing principle and front. So UI, I already told you before even starting application, you should have a design system ready, component first approach and everything. You can go step by step from here. I will quickly jump to over here. Build once, use everywhere. I already told you, when we are designing, we have to make sure our component are reusable in terms of how we can reuse it into entire application or workspace if you want to. So you can create multiple buttons. You should have a different state of that one as well: default, hover, disable, error. Improves design consistent and development speed, user experience. So initial phase, I know when you're starting any project, that time it might feel unnecessary work. You feel like why we are doing it, we don't need that one, we can start. But as soon as you start progressing to the development and you will reach to the moderate or last end of the application, you will find it headache for you to clean up all the issues related to the UI and the ultimate pressure you will get at the end. So you will find this very useful at the end of the project. You will understand what you have already created and how it making your application scalable, making UI friendly, and how easy it's to manage your application UI on the front end level. Because if the end of the application, you can see over here, if I go back over here, I quickly show you. Yeah, so over here, so if you can see over here, from the initial time when project is started, a management decide this color needs to be blue for primary or secondary state. But at the end of the project, management decide that it should not be blue, it should be something like green for all the primary buttons or secondary buttons. So at that time, what you will say to the management? Will you say, I will go back to the entire application and change each and every button CSS from that one? And if it has three state like that one, you have to change each and everything. So at that time, you cannot say to management by saying that we have done inline CSS for each and every button. We cannot do it, will take a time. So management will doubt on your capabilities by saying you don't have a centralized CSS, you don't have a centralized design system. So it will come to you. You have to always prepare for everything, even though changes will come in the last stage of the project. You have to be ready, you have to be scalable, you have to be flexible to go at the end. So create a structure in such a way it should always remain scalable, flexible, and ready to use. So this way, and then we have, you can see, then we have buttons already I told you. Then we have this. So you can see over here we have some of the pop-ups over here. So when you click checkbox, how it should look like, radio, toggle, star, or these are multiple components. So as much as component you can create a centralized, it will be easy for you to take it forward. Then we have this warning one. You can see we have a warning messages. You have a document successful file or error option. Because I see some of the developers create something like that one where it shows developer error in the front end where user is not even able to understand what you're trying to say. So you have to always display a user friendly error message or successful message or a warning message. And also you have to make sure it should either be disabled within 4 or 5 seconds, because sometimes when you create a success message it remains over there only until unless user will cancel it out. But you have to put a timing for that one, 3 second or 5 second. After it will automatically uh, wipe out from the screen. Likewise, you can create this particular section like you're using any icons or emojis or like that one. So I have paste everything design system app, which I already shown you. I will show you the backend of that one as well. Then This is one of the major important part is which is managing universal theme. So I want you guys to first of all think about, if you haven't used universal themes, if you're not using it right now, you have to focus in this one, because I always prefer to think beyond this initial phase. Think as a scalable application. Think as a the end of when you reach to the end of the project. Are you is your application scalable at that time always? Because what happens is when you go to your application, you will see only one universal theme, which will call as universal theme 42. Okay, this is a default theme you can see over here. But the disadvantage of this one is it is associated, or you can say subscribe to the version. So as of now, if you're working in 24.1, 24.2, so when the next version will come, it will also upgrade your universal theme. At that time might be some of the component has been disabled by Apex, or some of the changes done by the Apex by default. So if you're using that component in your application, it will also be disturbed. So what you will do at that time, your application is associated with that one. And mostly all of the application right now are hosted over a cloud. Very less, I think so, some of them are using on premises level. So in a cloud, I think so there is a window of 45 days, I think so, I'm not sure, but 45 days. So in 45 days, when new release come to the cloud, you have to upgrade your application. There, if you're not doing that one, it will forcefully upgrade your application to the latest version in 45 days at the deadline comes. So 45 days is a window for you to make all the changes and upgrade your application to that version, else it will forcefully do that. So at the time, what we can do is when we creating any application, we have to make sure we have to copy our default universal theme. You can go to over here, copy theme, and you will create a copy of that one. And you will use this one, universal theme 101. It is replica of 42 itself, but it is not subscribed to your version right now. So when new version is upgraded, your application get upgraded. At that time, universal theme 42 will be upgrade, not this one 101. It will remain over there only. It will be not affected by any version control over here. So this way you can handle it out. You can go to, if I show you over here, might be if it's working or not, let me check. So if I go over here, I have a single theme over here. Might be my some of the templates are associated with this universal theme. Might be it not support to copy it, but you can go over here, copy theme. You have this design system application. You have a universal theme, and over here I will create copy universal theme, and I will click over. You have to make sure you have to off this subscribe now, and you have to click next. So as of now, my some of the templates are associated with this particular theme, so it's not giving that option. You can go to ChatGPT or some other option. It will give you an answer for this one. If you need an answer for this one, I will create a dedicated video for this one as well. But I'm telling you how to do it, and basically you have to click over here next, and it will change it out. Then talking about, if I go back, yeah, so you can do it from here. And then some of you might be thinking that is this that much easy to create different template over here? So what we have to go is I have to click over here, so you can see primary button. So if I go to my shared component, first of all, how you have to do it, you have to come over here, user interface, you have to come over here, template, and under the template you will see i have I have replicated my icon. First of all, I have go over here, I have click over here, copy. So if I click over here, copy, it will ask me to create a new template. So what we are doing right now is we cannot make change in the default icon class. So it is reserved. We cannot change it because it is associated with all the component in the application. So we have to first copy it out. So we click over here, copy. We creating a replica of this one. So I will create it. Uh, Yeah. So what is happening over here is it is replicating this icon, copier, basically copying this one, and it will give us a structure of this one. You can see a HTML of this one. So I will click over here. It will give me a rep primary. So you will find over here uh, rep primary. You're taking right now. So then you have to scroll down a little bit and you have to see these classes. You can see this is a thing. You don't have to change over here anything related to that one for primary. If you're adding some icons, something like that one, then you have to do it. But for at least starting stage, you don't have to change anything over here. I will go to the front end and I will create one more button over here. So I will show you how it is created. So I will create button below and I will put a name wrap primary. Okay, so you can see as of now we haven't used anything related to this one. I will make it like you will see something like wrap. Wait a second. So we will primary disable icons. Okay, save it out because we haven't refreshed it. So I will refresh it out. Go to wrap primary. Yeah, so over here you can see wrap primary. I will run this out. Yeah, you can see. I will run this up. So you can see over here, this is a page item over here label. So what I do is I will go over here, wrap label, and I will change it class over here basically. So if you see there is a T button no label and something like that one over here. So I will quickly replicate this one and go back to my template and try to copy primary with default, secondary default. You can see text with icon, success warning default. I will go with the warning default. So I will class, you can see up to here. I will copy this one. So you can see over here we have a button with the CSS over here. So what is happened over here is label we can add it later on. But one thing over here is what we have done is we first of all we cannot make change into the default one. We have to copy it. Once we copy it, we got a HTML structure of that one. Now we have to put a CSS into that one to make it color as per our requirement. So what we'll do is we will go over here, whatever the thing we have created over here. So we have to give a basically a class name over here, unique name over here. So I have given a T button primary. Then you can give a secondary, you can get tertiary, you can disable anything that like that one. Once you did it, you have to go to your CSS class which you have created as static level over here, button CSS, and you have to define it over here like this one. You can define it over here. So what happened is we have created a HTML structure. Under that we have defined a class over here, and now we have defined this class under CSS. So all of them are working all together, but one step is left over here is once you create this thing, how you will call this into your application. As of now it's not calling into the application, so you have to copy it from here. You have to go back to shared component, then you have to go back to user interface, and over here under you will see a CSS. So you have to paste it over here button. So now this particular class of CSS is already accessible by entire application right now. So this way you can do it and click on apply changes. If you want it into a single page itself, you don't want this to be into an entire application, so you can go over here in application of your page and you can put it under over here. You will see, yeah, like this one. This is for, yeah, this is over here. So you can put over here as well. So this way you are calling this entire CSS which you have created over here only into page one only. So this way you can do it. So this is how you create a design system. If you want more information related to this one, please let me know. I will quickly give your answer to this one. So this is our group. You can go over here. You can ask question. You can DM me directly. This is my profile. You can DM me directly. I will answer all your questions related to this one. This one. Also, quickly want to show you our services over here. If you are stuck in some Oracle Apex related information, you want some help on this one, like some particular task related to this one, you need some training related to Oracle Apex or anything related to Oracle Apex, you can come to our this particular top mate website. Over here you will see all the related information. I will quickly show you. Yeah, so this is a back end of this one. I will show you the front end. So over here you can see we have all the information. So if you want any task to complete within, if you need urgent help, you can go with this one, Oracle Apex expert support on hourly basis. I will help you out on that one hourly basis with a task whichever you will assign us. We will complete it as soon as possible and we will charge you on the hourly basis only. Then we have any priority questions you want to ask, you stuck somewhere, you need some solution related to that one, you can quickly ask the question and we will give you answer within 2 days. It is a deadline 2 days, but we will try to give you answer within one day as soon as we get a notification into our WhatsApp. So we'll quickly give you answer on that one. Then we have one-on-one session. It's basically a beginner to advanced level training, but if you want to opt for this one, you can first have to reach to our, you can ask free of cost. You can first of all connect with us, you can ask question to me related to course or anything related to that one. I will give you answer free of cost on that one, and once you're satisfied with the answer, then you can go with any of the services. Then we have Oracle Apex interview preparation. If you're looking for interview in Oracle Apex technology, you can opt for this one. We will make sure you will create a proper resume as per your, because I have already shared over here my resume, you can see over here, and you can also define your resume according to this one. This is a best approach to define your resume over here. You can use this one, and once you create this type of resume, there is very more chances that you will get selected at least for from your resume. Then we have Oracle Apex POC and feasibility. This is a separate section if you're looking forward to some feasibility checks or something like that one. So if I give you an example of this one, let me show you something like over here. So what feasibility we are talking about? Yeah. Yeah, so over here you can see we have some of the feasibility done, we already done over here. So you can make a 3D chart over here like this one in Apex, multiple one over here. This is a 3D area chart, combo chart over here. This is a self done POC from my side for my curiosity. And over here some of the basically you can say users have some information, some ask from like when ask like that, can we get a control of individual bar, like I can change it, uh, like bubble, you can say I can change it icon shape. So as of now you can see over here it might be rectangle, square or something like that. I can make it a star like shape. Can we change individual icon over here? So if I want to showcase to my client like I don't want to show a circle over here, I want to show you a star over here, then rectangle, then circle, then some other form of over here. Can we do that? Can we have options over here where we can change the color individual when I'm talking about? So we have done a POC for that one already, and we are successfully able to change Oracle Jet chart. We using some APIs and custom code over there. I have already put a video for that one into YouTube, but if you want something related to that one, some customized code, we can do that one as well. And then we have Oracle Apex UI Figma design courses. So as of now, you have seen are all the designs over here. You have seen most of them, but we don't stop over here only. We have a very rich design system over here. We have a dedicated designers as well working with us. So if you need your application should look proper, so they will give you a proper Figma designs. We will help you to create that application as well. So you will get some Figma designs like this one you can see over here. So first of all, we will discuss with you what are your requirement, how your application should look like. We will give you some wireframes. You will choose some of the wireframe out of that one. You will we will discuss related to that one. Then we create from wireframe. We will create a designs for you. So once you are satisfied with the designs, you see that this application look fine in the Figma designs as of now. Then we will replicate entire application as it is into your application, so your users are very happy with your application as well. So we have that service as well over here. You can see Oracle Apex UI design courses with Figma, so you can opt for this one as well. And we have already given a 20 plus booking right now, and we have opening. So if you want anyone any colleagues, you want any help related to Oracle Apex, you can connect with us. And until then, I will I've already started one more series, which is real world project over here, which we might get delayed due to some work, because uh, it might be good news for you guys or might not be, but we are also shifting toward React now. We are getting more knowledge related to React. We are using different technologies as of now. So once we get full command on that one, I will share you some the insight related to React, and all the information I have right now. I will share with you guys, and also show you how React project should work, and how you can integrate, and how you can share the knowledge between Oracle Apex application and the React as well. So it's a very interesting learning we are going through right now, and we will deliver it after some time. So thank you for up to here, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much.